Okay, I don't know what's happening. Something really crazy is happening right now. So I don't know if anyone's coming back or if you're what's going on. I'm so sorry. It's so weird, you guys, because I know my last stream just bowed out 3 times, and then my friends were, there's something weird going on. People sending texts, but they don't show them sending a text, something crazy. So anyway, um, so again, I didn't, I wanted to, I didn't give a proper goodbye last time. So I wanted to come on and just say, just give support and hold space, and any information or anything that I'm getting from Spirit, I want to be able to share those messages as I get them. And so I don't know how long this video is going to last, but if it does cut off, then we'll just consider that goodbye for now. But so yeah, so I the biggest thing, I just, if there's something that you can do to kind of show up for someone else, and even like this, it's one of those things that I don't know if this is part of the joke. It keeps getting cut off, that it's show up time and time again, regardless of the adversity, whatever's happening, just showing up. I think that's the biggest thing right now that we need in life. And it could be for yourself. Sometimes it's really hard, going through a lot of the craziness, and maybe someone else around you needs some support or something. It's whatever that looks like. And so I would just say whatever you can do to show up, that would be great. So again, I don't know how long I'm going to have, so I'm going to do I'd like to do a quick card reading here, just messages for the collective regarding the energies of right now. So I'll go ahead and pull some cards. I already kind of gave you the messages that I was receiving in terms of the rainfall coming down and just the feeling of it washing away our sins. I feel like there's a lot of cleansing activity that are going on right now. And so just know that that's part of the process as well. Let me just see here. What other Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective right now regarding the energies? Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of the same, there's a lot of fear energies that are going around. And so if people can kind of, pull back in terms of that and just go inward with Spirit, this is a really good opportunity for everyone to get their, their house in order, clean up, do spring cleaning. It's, yesterday we had 60 degrees and it's snowing today. So, but, sometimes it's when it's really nice out, you get to go through and do all that stuff. So I'm just going to kind of pull some cards and see what Spirit has to say in terms of messages and energies. Again, I don't know how long I'm going to have on here, what's going on, but okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time? What messages do they need to hear? What's going on? What can bring them peace and comfort at this time? Okay, health. All right, so first card is health. Not surprising. Wow, it's amazing how the energies of the alignment with these cards. So basically, there's a lot of people concerned about their health right now. That goes without saying. And the best thing you can do, and I want to, this hit me the other day too, because I was going to go to yoga, and now they've canceled the gyms, and I thought, well, let me get going before I can, before they're stopped. But Spirit said it's not about you, it's about the strain that you would put on the community if you were to get sick. And I don't worry, like I don't have a fear of like something's going to happen. I don't have that fear. But what I don't want to do is be a burden on others. And so that was the message that I received from Spirit. So I just wanted to honor that. And so I didn't go to the gym. I took the time and I did stuff around the house. I cleaned rooms that I haven't even wanted to do. I've always had a distraction or excuse not to do it. And so I was like, you know what? No excuses anymore. I'm doing it. And so that's really what I took the time to do. And because of that, I feel like that's one of the things that, being cognizant of the role that plays in our life. And to me, that's all part of the purge process, right? So a lot of times when we do physical cleaning of our space, it's kind of that mind-body cleansing. So again, this is all about the cleansing and purification of what's happening at this time. So let me pull another card and see what else Spirit has to say. Here, all right. Okay. Spirit, what messages of hope or comfort can you bring at this time regarding the current situation? What messages of hope or comfort for the present do they need to hear at this time? Okay, trust, you guys, look at that, trust. So it's all about trusting the process. And this is amazing because it's everything, you know, and that Spirit had just said regarding the cleansing process and what's happening right now. It's the purification and trust that things are working out and it's happening as it should. This isn't this, don't feel that it's this, you know, a lot of times when we freak out or anything, it just remain in the space of trust and know that things are happening as they should. So let me pull another card. What's going to be coming in the next couple of months that around this energy is what's going to be manifesting? What are some of the energies coming into our space in the coming months that we should be aware of? Okay, perception. Okay, so to me, this goes back to what I was saying earlier, and this is there's Spirit emphasized this really hard about the need to change the perception around the way that we're perceiving things in life, the way that we're looking at things. I know for myself, part of this comes in the space of the way that I've looked at things in the past. So for example, like I was just talking about, I didn't, when I would always have an excuse to not do things, or feeling of like maybe I'm trying to use the right analogy. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Your perception and the way that you perceive things in life has a reflection. Your perception is your reality. And so it's really about the reality that you're creating. And, you know, Spirit was also saying that to me as well. It's like, this was created through your reality. You've created this. And I'm like, what does that mean? And this is that perception and vision and understanding of what we've sort of manifested in some ways. Now, I'm not saying, I know that I try to walk a fine line with that, but this is really what I'm getting around that. And so how do you want to perceive it? You can always look at a situation as being good or bad. But the message here, and you can see there's a heart there. It's all about the kind of perceiving this through the lens of love. And that's where the transformation begins. So, so just know that that's something as well. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, what other messages do you have? What other, some hope or something, what's going on? What do we need to know at this time? There's a lot of heavy energies. What can we do to sort of transmute those energies at this time? Okay. Yeah, vulnerability. Okay, yeah, this is definitely part of the energies that are going on at this time. People feel very vulnerable. But you know, the other thing too, I'll say with that is where the vulnerability comes in, there's humbling energy. We feel, it creates a space where we feel it's the nakedness, right? We feel there's a feeling of being naked and being vulnerable too. And that's where we're all at right now. We're all vulnerable. But through that process, and I can speak for this myself, and many people I know have experienced, when you're willing to be vulnerable like this, I jumping on here and anyone who ever goes on YouTube, it's like, I always just like, gosh, you know, any showing up in the world, any way you can, being vulnerable, reaching out to a friend. Spirit prompts you to reach out to a friend to check on them. That's being vulnerable, because it could be like, why are you reaching out? Just be willing to be vulnerable, because that's being in the space of love and being open to receiving. And so that to me is really where the that to me is really where the that was the emphasis of that. That is really where the beauty lies, in that vulnerability. So that's part of the message there as well. So let me just see anything else. I'm just looking for, it's like they want to keep going on this, and I'm just wanting to see what other messages. So it looks like we finally got a consistent live stream. Hopefully it keeps going. Let's see. Spirit, what other messages do you have? Okay, and yes, okay. So I was just, before I pulled this card, I was just hearing like I know in the last video I mentioned May. I do feel like there's going to be a turnabout in May. It feels like there's going to be some cleansing of energies. But right before I pulled this card, I heard November. Now, I know that, I mean, things take time, right, in terms of where they go. But I just said, is this going to get better? Like, what's going to happen? And this is the card that came out. So absolutely, yes, obviously it's going to get better. We all know that, but it does take time. And so I feel like there's certain things that we do have the power to change the energies within our personal lives or the lives around us. So just know that that's part of it as well. So let me just see what else. Spirit, can you give me specifics regarding coming events, things that we should be made aware of at this time regarding the energies? Okay. All right, addictions. Yeah. So you guys, this is one of the things I was feeling. This is what I mentioned earlier. It's that feeling of the ways that we sort of the things that we do in life. What have we been doing where we're sort of avoiding the rain, right? And so we're not really feeling it to the extent that we should, and we have some sort of addiction or distraction that's taking away from that. So this came through really strong in my meditation, and it's coming up again here. So to me, this is all about just be in the space of feeling the rain, be open to what's coming in, feel through it, everything right now, because there's a lot of growth in that. You know, when I've gone through hard times in life, and when we all come out on the other end appreciative of certain things in life. So I feel like that's one of the gifts of this as well. Okay. Spirit, what other messages do you have? Okay, this one just popped out. Now this I kept seeing in my mind, but I didn't. I'm going to honor that because I kept seeing it as well. So the card of recovery, and this is symbolic to the rain that was coming forward and the rainbow. So I keep, you know, that to me is the biggest thing here. It just, yeah, I'm going to honor it if this one felt right. So, so you guys, it's going to get better. There is a recovery underway. And I just want you guys to know that there is a community. And again, I don't know. I want to keep doing what I can do to show up in this world regardless. And so if this is what that looks like, then that's what I'm going to be doing now. So I do hope the messages are helpful. And I'm just going to see if there's one other card. I feel like I want to end on that, but I do feel like there's one other card that I need to pull. So I'm just going to ask Spirit, what final messages do you have for everyone regarding this here? It's funny that the live stream is on now. That's awesome. Okay, it's not disconnecting. I got to the message. Okay. All right. Okay. Learning. Yes. Okay. So you guys, that's yeah. I mean, couldn't say it any better in terms of this really sums it up. This is all the learning experience, and through the learning experience is where we have growth and opportunity. And so, you know, for me, I know personally for me, I'm kind of going through and doing the reflection of what are certain patterns and things in my life that I got too comfortable with, took for granted, those type of things. And so this is really the time for learning. I'm doing a lot of, you know, on many different levels. And so this is now really the time for everyone to kind of focus on learning and growing in different ways and what they can do to expand their awareness, you know, books. There's so many, you guys, I don't know if you've heard of Udemy, but they have like $9 courses and you can get Reiki certified. I think they have their own certifications or something, but shaman classes, you can do spiritual development classes. There's so many. And usually some of the Udemy classes, when you sign up for them, there's a Facebook group and a community where you can join that as well. So I would highly encourage you to check that out. There's a lot of places are starting to do that where they're offering now more of the online experience, but Udemy has been doing it for a while and I've taken several classes through there. Amazing. So astrology, I'm trying to learn a little bit more about that because I'm seeing how the energies of what I'm picking up are in resonance with the planetary movements and they're influencing those. So I've been doing some classes there as well. So anyways, so that's the messages I wanted to share. I do hope it was helpful. Again, I apologize. I'm not on for too long here. I just wanted to jump on and give some love and kind of give you what I was getting. So I'll keep showing up, and again, whomever comes across this, then it's meant for you. And I hope that it brings you comfort at this time with everything crazy that's going on. So again, I hope to come on again next week. And I've got a good friend that does spiritual paintings, and she's amazing. And so she's agreed to come on and while we kind of do the channeling information, she's going to come and draw spirits that are coming forward. And so a lot of times, well, I don't know that she's ever not connected one of her paintings to the individual. And it's fascinating because she'll almost exactly image of what they look like when they were living, and the energy that's attached to them. So it's quite phenomenal. So, well, thanks everyone. I hope you have an amazing night. Do take care of yourself and others, and be well, and stay home, and just, take that time to enjoy, connect with family. I know I'm doing that on a deeper level than I've ever done before. So I am thankful for that, especially having teenage girls that don't want to be alone. It's nice to have that opportunity. So again, thank you guys. I wish you all the best.